Welcome into this week's Arkansas Football Recruiting Report. As always, we are joined at the top right of your screen by Otis Kirk and another very special guest, Greenwood, Arkansas native Kane Archer, who is one of the top prospects, the top prospect by R&R Top 100 Sports at quarterback for the class of 2026. Kane, thank you so much for taking the time on a Sunday to join us.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Now, you opened up your season with Greenwood with a big win over Shiloh Christian. How did that game feel for you just to open up the season and get football going this year?
They had a couple ballers, so playing them first, I think, was a good eye opener for us. The rest of the year, we should be good and ready to go.
What are your goals this season? You're in 8th grade. There's a long way to go until maybe you hit the college ranks that we usually cover. But what are your goals this season as you prep for the year?
This season, I want to put on some weight. I want to go undefeated with the 8th and 9th grade team. And then next year, by my freshman year, I want to start on varsity.
Now, it's a very realistic goal. As we mentioned, you're the number one prospect and quarterback for the class of 2026. You already hold offers from Missouri and Michigan. What were those kind of recruitment things like with Michigan? I know Jim Harbaugh was kind of familiar with you before the offer.
Yeah, so what you just mentioned, I met Lamar Jackson. When we went up there, actually, St. Francis Academy, they played on ESPN yesterday, and we sat down and had dinner with them before the night that we played the Clock Boys, which is another travel team, and met Lamar Jackson in that high school out there, kind of got us introduced to Michigan and all that. So it's pretty cool.
What was that like, meeting him?
I was a complete shock because Hollywood Brown was with them. They just pulled up. The receivers coach, Coach Dub, was there and everything. It was really cool.
Now, it's still early for you, 8th grade's very young age to start getting college offers from. So how do you take it? Are you looking at more offers? Are you really excited about these offers? What was your reaction to getting Missouri and Michigan?
Yeah, Missouri and Michigan, it was great. I try not to focus on all the number one and, oh, you have offers, you're supposed to be really great. I just try to focus on what I need to do and what I need to do to get myself better.
Now, your very first camp, correct me if I'm wrong, was with the Hogs, right? Your very first one? What do you remember from that football camp with Arkansas?
I remember Coach Browse. I met Coach Browse. It was really cool. Coach Sam Pittman was eyeing me a little bit, I think. It was pretty hard, but it was a good experience.
And you've grown up a Hog fan, being from Greenwood. What has this team meant to you in your childhood?
I grew up watching them every Saturday. It's really cool. Their program's starting to build up a little bit, so that's even better.
And there's been some great Greenwood players that have played at Arkansas. Grant Morgan, one of them. Just to watch those players on Sunday as a member of that community, what does that mean to you?
They represent Greenwood, so I feel like I got to represent Greenwood too. And then when I take it to the next level, I got to represent Greenwood still.
Now, you're still very young. What do you like? If football's one aspect of life, right? It's not a whole identity of a person. What do you like to do outside of football, for fun, with friends? What's the one thing Kane Archer loves to do?
I would say, I don't know. That's a hard one. Just having friends over, just chilling, playing video games, talking about girls, life, whatever, and working out too. So I mean, it's a joy. Other than football, my life is pretty fun.
Yeah, I saw what was your bench up to 225 now as an 8th grader?
225. Yep.
That is pretty incredible, man. Well, it's a pleasure to have you on. I really appreciate it. I'm going to turn over the questions now to Otis. Otis, I know he has a few of them for you.
Yeah, I know you're coming to the Texas game, Kane. Coming up to the Texas game, once the Hogs play Texas. How pumped are you going to be for that game?
I'm really excited. I actually went to FBU Top Gun, and Casey Thompson has been there, and he's been working with me. So I get to watch the Hogs, and then I get to watch Casey Thompson's, where he's kind of like trained and looked at me a little bit too. So it should be pretty cool.
You played the other night and you had 9 out of 11 for 174 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's what I had you with. That was unofficial, of course. 9 rushes, 84 yards. Just how important is it to you to just go in there and show what you can do each game, because you're kind of the leader. You're one of the leaders of that team. I'm not going to say you're the leader, but you're one of the leaders of the team. The quarterback always is. Quarterback always is. If he's not, there's issues on the team. What are your how important is it to you to play good like that and you get other players to follow suit?
Yeah, I had to play good every game. I should have won 11 out of 11, 2 incompletions probably. They didn't kill us, but we could have had those. Being the leader, I mean, I feel like I got to step up and I got to play good every game. If someone makes a mistake, you got to go pat them on the shoulder, tell them next play, let's go.
How comfortable are you being in a leadership spot? Because you're playing up on that ninth grade team. Are you comfortable telling ninth graders, being complimentary there, or maybe correcting something? Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I've grown up with these kids. My brother, of course, he's in ninth grade, so I'm used to hanging out with them. So they they respect it, but at the same time, I'm younger, so it's not I'm gonna tell them completely what to do. But if we're on the football field and I take leadership, then they don't have to listen. But like, it's coming from the top, like the quarterback on the team, so they kind of have to listen, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And what I got this the other day, but what would an offer to Arkansas Razorbacks mean to you?
Yeah, I've grown up watching Arkansas on Saturday. I've grown up in Greenwood. Greenwood players have gone to Arkansas. It would be really cool.
Okay. Well, we'll see when that comes.
Yep.
That's the main things I have with. I just do know, for people that don't understand this, he's playing on Tuesday nights with the 8th grade team, and then Thursday nights he's playing with the 9th grade team at Greenwood. So he's playing twice a week. So if you get a chance to go out and watch him play, do it, because I don't go to junior high football games, and I went to his the other night. It was one of the best times I've had. I mean, it was really enjoyable. And it's not, you're going to see an outstanding player, outstanding person, And what did it mean to you to meet Caden Henley the other night after the game? I mean, the linebacker at Shiloh, who's committed to Arkansas and help them win state championships. They kind of win state championships with Shiloh like you guys do at Greenwood. What did that mean to you to talk to him and the message he gave to you, which I heard?
Yeah, that was really cool. He's committed to Arkansas, big name. It's really cool. Someone giving you advice like that, you got to take it in and soak it all up.
Yeah. He told him mainly stay humble, and that's not going to be an issue with Kane. I do know that. That's the risk you run when you start recruiting so early, but I don't see that ever being an issue with Kane. He reminds me of Caden in some ways, and the Morgans and a lot of the other kids out of Greenwood.
Kane, I got to ask you, how hard is it to play on two teams? Do they run two different offenses? Are you studying two different things?
So growing up, 3rd grade, we started Pit Bulls. They have the same offense from 3rd grade to your senior year. They add new plays, of course, but it's the same. It's spread all the way through 3rd grade through 12th grade. So it's not hard, but the timing with the receivers, of course, the 9th grade receiver is going to be a step faster, step 2 faster. So it is kind of hard getting your timing down, but other than that, I love it.
And you practice with 9th grade or 8th grade or both?
I practice with both. First hour, I practice with my 8th grade team, and then 7th hour, I practice with my 9th grade team.
Pulling double shifts over there. Kane Archer, the #1 quarterback in the nation, out of Greenwood, Arkansas. Kane, thank you so much for taking the time with us. Otis, always as well on a weekly basis. That'll wrap things up for our Arkansas football recruiting report. We'll be right back.
Thanks for being on, man.
Thank you.